Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. FOMC federal funds rates today, this evening, my time, South African time. And yeah, the market's, a bit of a mixed bag, some dumping, some pumping. It's been a bit of a slow bleed over the last 24 hours, but let's just get straight into the action over here with the BanterBubbles on the weekly time frame. Bit of a mixed bag, as I was saying earlier, some up, some down. We have been in the stronger coins, such as the Ondos, the Links, the Suis, the ENAs, etc. We have been in those, the Phantoms. And yeah, most of the charts, the coins that are in our portfolio are either flat or slightly up, slightly down. Luckily, we don't have too big of a holding of the big losers over here. But yeah, we did let go and cut ties with those weaker looking coins. But yeah, let's get straight into the chart. So obviously on the daily time frame, bit of a pullback today, some stuff getting a bit spanked. On the hourly, obviously quite volatile going into the news event. So let's get straight into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is playing ball perfectly to what we have been saying this week. I just want to go over to the CME futures over here. And yeah, guys, we can see that I told you guys, I think on Monday, that I'm not interested in Bitcoin unless we come and fill the gap. It's very unlikely that we get two gaps unfilled. So yeah, this gap, we just touched into this gap over here. And Bitcoin's still looking quite strong. Why is it looking strong? Well, it got a very decent bounce off the 0.382. And as we know, the 0.382 is where we expect strong trending moves to come down to and get a strong bounce out of. So we didn't fill the entire CME gap, but this is enough, guys. This is enough. Believe it or not, that is enough. That little trickle in there, then off we go. So that was the gap over there. So we did come into that, just above 103.5, and expecting Bitcoin to continue here. If we do come low, we could come into this 101,800. That is the 50% of the move away from those lows at the start of last week. Very interesting. So Bitcoin's looking good, obviously long and strong, nothing bearish about all-time highs. And, this is a potential topping candle over there, but we're gonna have to wait and see how today's price action goes about. So obviously we did take out Monday's low over there. So, we could come a bit lower, but all in all, bullish, nothing bearish about all-time highs. And we have been saying this for a while. I think I'll only start to get concerned about Bitcoin if we start to lose the supports trend line over there. Then we'll be concerned. But for now, long and strong. ETH also long and strong. This is the buy box. So the buy box is between 3,750 and 3,550. This box over here. If we do get a bearish reaction and dump into this box, I'm going to be buying this box. I'll be turbo aping into this box. Solana is also hovering above my buy box. So my buy box is between 190 and 210. So these are limit orders that I am placing, and I'm probably going to put those limit orders into the markets on the live stream. So there we go. These are my zones for Solana and Ethereum. The Solana box I think is looking really good. Obviously the 50% level from the move all the way from there, the bottom in September to the top, all-time highs over there. That 50% comes in at 192. And that also lines up nicely with these old tops. And if we zoom out into the previous cycle, there are some other tops over there that we have been looking out for. XRP looking really strong. Again, I'm only interested in buying XRP below this, this wick over here at this $1.70. Will we get there? Maybe not, and that's fine, because there are plenty of opportunities at the moment in the crypto market. Bitcoin dominance also playing ball to what we were expecting. We were expecting a rejection in this red box over here, and so far we have got a rejection in the red box over there. So we did peek our head out yesterday, but we are back in there. What concerns me is that we are above the 50-day EMA, which is a slight red flag if you are heavily invested in the altcoin market, like me. I have no Bitcoin. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. I am fully invested in the altcoin market, so Bitcoin dominance falling is what I want to see. So I've got this other region over here that's coming in just below 59% at 58.7%. this is another region where we can expect, if we do get a push up today, if we do see a massive sell-off in the altcoin space after the federal funds, FOMC, this is the next region where I would look for another rejection. So we could just reject from here today if the news is bullish, or the market reacts bullish to the news, should I say. Otherwise, we could get another leg up, and then I am expecting the hammer to come over there again. So if we put on the 618, I think that lines up quite nicely with our box right over there. Okay, it's very similar region. We could extend the box all the way to the 618. So this is where I'm looking for, Bitcoin dominance. If we do get more upside for Bitcoin dominance, this region just below 59 is where I'm going to be, putting another hammer over there, just like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, we're going to zoom in on the lower term timeframes to see how it is all reacting. USDT dominance, also, just grinding sideways. I'm waiting for it to continue to the downside. Obviously, we're still, the reason I'm still all in the altcoin market is because this idea hasn't played out. And this idea is that we are going to see a dump in the USDT dominance over the course of Q1 in 2025. So this is basically my bias. I am expecting something like this to play out. So yeah, long and strong is the name of the game. And I do think this dip is for buying. And I'm going to go into some coins now, which I'm going to be accumulating right now. They're probably in good position right now. But if the market does sell off into the FOMC and federal funds rates, then I'm going to be heavily buying that. So this just looks like clear resistance. So no, we're getting rejected again today. So, and yeah, this was a previous level over here. And looks like we are testing it as resistance now. So very, very bearish in my opinion. Nothing bullish about basically cycle lows. So yeah, just have to wait and see how everything plays out. Obviously, this idea lines up perfectly with the Ethereum Q1 return. So that's what I've got over there, expecting this to come down. What would change my mind? Well, if we reclaim the 50-day EMA, and that's coming in at 4.3%, then I might change gear. Might start to cut some positions that will look a little bit scary, look like a nice deviation, get above there, and then we see how it is all playing out from there. But for now, long and strong, dips are for buying, and that's that. Total 3, so still looking good. We don't really want to hang out below the $1 trillion mark. Obviously, the dips are for buying here. We could come down to the 50-day EMA, and that's coming in over here at just above 900 billion. So yeah, all in all, still bullish. Nothing bearish about the all-time highs over here. We did fill this big dump to the downside. This could be, we could be seeing a W pattern here, something like that. Then we could find another higher low or even a lower low, depends on what's going on. And then we could see a push to the upside. So I'm looking for some kind of W pattern. It could be a very shallow W pattern, something like that. Or it could be a deep W pattern where we do come down to the 50% level underneath over there. So definitely pay attention to this playing out. I do see a W pattern forming, which means we could come a little bit lower here. And this region over here is the open to the 50% of the wick. And I think this could be a really good buy zone if the market does sell off. If the market does sell off, this is the buy zone that we're going to be looking at. And that is between 1 trillion and basically 970 billion. And if it comes any lower, then we are just going to be adding to the positions because we are, macro bullish bias. Yeah, total crypto market, all-time highs yesterday. You can see all-time highs are yesterday. Nothing bearish about all-time highs. Sol ETH, very interesting chart here, guys. Very interesting chart. So my idea was to potentially convert my ETH into Solana over here on the potential SR flip, but it looks like it has actually deviated back into the range. So, we are on high alert here. We did get a nice strong bounce off this trend line as expected, but we're going to have to see how this starts to react. What you want to see if you are Solana bull is to reclaim this level and start to close candles above the 50-day EMA over here, and then we can be moving onwards and upwards. If you're on ETH bull, then you're going to want to see price break down, get underneath the trend line, form another higher low, and then we're going to see a move to the downside, which will favor the ETH bulls. So basically, it's in a zone here that is very important. Whichever way this breaks up or down, I think we will have a good tell on which one is stronger, ETH or Solana, for the remainder of the cycle. And just to remind you that the ETH returns are incredible in this period. So we could see this breakdown. Wouldn't be surprised if this broke down, but definitely one thing to watch out, the Sol ETH chart, guys. Definitely watch the Sol ETH chart. Yeah. So that's what I got for that. What else was important over here? So also RWA doing incredibly well. We have called RWA for the last while now, far outperforming the meme coin sector, which is getting smashed. Okay, so the news, obviously, federal funds rate, FOMC statement over there. That's coming at 9 p.m. my time, and that is in about 4.5 hours. So definitely watch out for this event. Tomorrow, nothing important. So basically, the news today, I think, will give a direction bias. So what you want to see is, you know, our strategy. We're going to go on the 30-minute candle and see which one closes, obviously. So it's going to be volatile, very volatile going into that. And then you will form a 30-minute candle. So I think we did actually get it quite well last time. Let me go into the 30-minute candle over here for the news. Let's go into 30 minutes over there. So what happened last time was, I've got it over here. So what happened last time, this is the strategy. So what you do is you do get a 30-minute candle. So that is obviously the news comes out, then you wait 30 minutes and you do form a wick like this. So this was the last, I think this was the CPI, okay? So what happens is you get a wick like this, bang, and then you wait. You obviously wait, guys, we wait. So what you do then is you draw the low of the wick and the high of the wick. And normally, whichever way breaks and closes above first, that is the direction of the trend, okay? So this would happen on CPI. This was on Wednesday, of course. It happened, came out, we could close above over there, and we were long bias. And look how it played out nicely, guys. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend, and the trend is up. The trend is still up. Yeah, obviously we came down and we took out this low, filled the CME gap. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it is reacting here. But it does look like we could be breaking out. There we go, decent breakout over there. So there is actually a potential long setup, just like this, targeting the all-time highs. And yeah, that is a potential setup. You know, we could come a little bit deeper into this. We could also get some bids over there. Maybe our stop loss can be just below the 4 hour. So this is the 4 hour 50 moving average. So I think this is a decent setup for another long on Bitcoin, you know, by this region over here. And this will, you know, might chop around for a bit, then we could get the entry during the news. So why am I looking at a potential move to the all-time highs? Well, if we go on to high block capital over here, there is liquidity sitting at 105 over there. And if we go to the higher term timeframes, there we go. There's more liquidity at 110K. So 110K is a potential target. Obviously a bit of downside liquidity as well. So we're going to note this 102.2. So we're going to note 102.2, 102.2. And we could potentially also get a good order in of 102.2. So maybe we must put our stop a little bit lower, something like there, and put in orders all the way down to that 102.2 region. Something like that. That could be the potential buy box. So what I'm looking for here is, you know, you could get a bullish divergence, creating a lower low. We're gonna have to wait and see how it reacts. And then you could create a higher low on the RSI. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it reacts, of course. But just a potential idea. So where else is there liquidity? Well, this suggests that there's a lot of liquidity to the downside under 90K. So we'll have to obviously wait for key levels to be broken, which we did highlight at the start of the show, analyzing Bitcoin. So a lot of people are obviously long Bitcoin over here, short ETH and short Solana. So I think the Solana and ETH buy setup is definitely valid, and you could be longing that instead. So I am in a small Solana scalp, nothing hectic. Just thought that we might push up into the news because we have sold off recently. So here's the probabilities as well. So the rate probabilities. So there is a 95.4% chance that we are going to get a 25 basis rate cut, and a, you know, just below 5% chance that there is going to be no cut. If we get no cut, I think the markets will dump. Basically, the markets are bullish, and we just don't want bad news. That's basically it. Yeah, the trend is up, and we are following the trend. Okay, so let's look into some potential altcoin setups. So I did have a few on the list. So the ones I've marked green are the ones that I've been looking at or eyeing out. Obviously, all the RWA is super strong. Green on a day like today is not bad at all. So if you are still looking to get into clear pool, this could be your zone, I think, all the way down to these previous highs over there. My bad. And yeah, this is a decent zone. You can see opens and closes, bullish absorption over here. So, we could come grab the liquidity. So if you aren't in this project yet, this is the potential buy zone for C pool. But looking at some other longs, I am fully filled in a ENA long. Here we go. This was the long setup posted. And yeah, so this is obviously in a clear uptrend. Okay, this is in a clear uptrend. And my next target is the 1.618 of a potential, cup and handle up here. So first TP would be at $1.50, second TP over there. And we are looking for ENA to defend the previous high low. So our stop loss is below here, right over there. And our entry, basically, we were looking at this whole entry here because often you do just come down to the wick. But this time it looks like we came down to the open and close. So this isn't a really good position, in my opinion. If you guys are looking for a trade, that would be your trade. There we go. ENA long. First TP would be over here. Yes, ENA long is very much valid. So this is a better entry than I have because I've been buying the whole box. So my entry is somewhere in the middle here, probably at that 108 region. So this is a good trade setup, just like that. It's just above 2-to-1 risk reward, and we will be taking those highs out over there. But ENA is something that I am looking to run throughout this bull run, and I think the 1.618 is a very fair target. And if you are a big ENA bull, then we are looking for that target just below $4, coming at $3.66. So there's a really good potential here. Obviously, we are going to take it one step at a time. That is the first step over there. But this is looking like a classic setup. And you can see this is a decent zone. Oh, my bad. Look at that. So you do have previous highs over here. So we could be testing those highs. And yeah, basically what you don't want to see is price come underneath the previous low over there, coming in at 86 cents. That is a buy setup. We could actually move this all the way down here because that's where price is. And I think this box over here is an even better entry. So if you are looking to get into this, that would be your trade. Much better risk to reward. I am in this trade. That's a 3-to-1 if you get fully filled. There we go. There we go. Food for you guys. There we go. Obviously, don't risk more than 1%. This could just absolutely nuke. We could get bad news in the FOMC and federal funds. Yeah, so definitely be on alert for a dump. But this is kind of what we want to see, something like that, looking good. We did retest the 50%, which does give me some hope for this trade. So that is one that I am in, and I am looking to, I think, rip to the upside. So yeah, that's the first trade. And the rest, I'm actually just waiting for the FOMC and federal funds rates news to come out. Obviously, the FOMC statement is going to be very important. That's going to be where their future plans are, et cetera, et cetera. So the federal funds rate, obviously, that should come out at 4.5. Comes out at 4.75, I think the markets will dump. But this is where we are going to be analyzing. The data out of there will be important. So the strong coins I'm looking at are still the same coins, guys. So there's SUI, okay, obviously clear uptrend over there. ENS, also very bullish on this one. If ETH is going to be the winner against Solana, then we do expect ENS to rip with Ethereum, and it is bullish. You can see higher highs. We are above the March high as well, which does give me a lot of hope for ENS. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely smash the subscribe button, smash the like button as well. We are here most days of the week giving you guys incredible alpha. So here's ENS. That's another chart that I'm really looking at. Phantom as well, guys. Phantom is above the key level of $1.26. And I think this pullback is for buying, guys. This pullback is for buying. And there we go. If we lose this level over there, 25%, then I think this will be invalid. So I think a long right now on Phantom is on the cards. So we can go over to Phantom over there, and we're just going to do 4x. So it's really, well, it looks like a scam wick. Let me just go to the hourly, see if that is, oh wow, that is actually a wick. Okay, well, you know, on the daily time frame, it's still in a good position. So I don't mind that little wick over there. So I am going to open up a long on Phantom. So market order, what is the account on? Okay, $6,000. So I'm going to risk 1%, which is obviously $60. So I'm going to open up a $240 trade on Phantom. I'm obviously putting it all in because if this gets liquidated, it is $60, which is 1%. Okay, that's how I like to trade. That is my way of trading. Liquidation price over there under $1. There we go. Okay, I'm in the Phantom trade. The other trades I am in. So I am in a little Soul Scalp, obviously posted 35x leverage. ENA, this is my trade over here. So my average entry is actually $1.10. So right now, I think it's quite a good place. And then big time, a little bit down on that trade. But yeah, still holding. I only sell the trade or close the trade when I get stopped out or liquidated. So Phantom is one that I am looking at to continue. Chainlink's also looking quite good. I don't like how it's underneath the macro 50% though. So I'm still going to wait a little bit for this one. I do want to see more candles closed above $30 to give me a lot of, you know, it'll tell me that Link is looking strong. But Chainlink is looking strong, guys. No doubt about that. We are above the March high, which is a key level to be above. If your coin isn't above the March high, it's not as good as the other coins, and that just is what it is. So what else am I looking at? Maybe even a Chainlink long in this region over here. Stops obviously underneath this level, but the problem is that it is quite far away. Okay, so that's 30%. So we're going to have to look at a 3x leverage long, but we could be building. You know, this whole candle could be filled as well, so we could come down over here. So I think this level at $25 for Chainlink is decent, and we could go 4x leverage over here. So I'm going to mark off $25 for Chainlink. I think this is a good price to get into Chainlink. Aave as well, looking very strong. It does look quite heavy. If the market does dump, do you expect this one to come down? Someone's asking about Arweave. Okay, I'm not happy with Arweave. I'm gonna definitely cut your longs on this one. And the reason I'm saying this is because we obviously had that liquidation event on Monday. Now, if the chart, you know, has already lost that level, so obviously Phantom over here, this was the liquidation event, and we are still well above that level, meaning that there are buyers stepping in. Okay, ENS well above the level, Sui well above the level. Guys, these are strong coins. Arweave below the level. Okay, I'm gonna sell all my spot Arweave as well. I'm not liking Arweave. It's not looking strong at all. And yeah, we haven't had the golden cross yet, though. That's why. We try to jump the gun a few times on this one, and that just shows, you know, sticking to the plan is important. It's only long it when it has the golden cross. All the other ones have the golden cross and are outperforming the market. Uniswap is another one, but yeah, the ultimate deal for Uniswap will be that $13 region, and that lines up nicely with the 50-day EMA, something like that. If we get a little wick to the downside. Rune, not looking bad either, looking pretty decent. But for me, the only, you know, the decent trade at the moment is that Phantom trade. You know, we'll have to see how the news reacts. So definitely don't overexpose yourself at this point in time. You see, I've only got about 3 or 4 trades on the table, and yeah, this is obviously the trading accounts. The spot account is all in. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, dips are for buying. I do like how Phantom has taken out this March high. This one is looking really good. Obviously, the Sonic upgrade, and this is the target, $3. $3 Phantom sounds great. But guys, not too much more to go on about. We're gonna have to wait for the news to come out. Looks like, you know, we are extremely volatile. But we'll have a look at a couple altcoin requests, just 1 or 2. Don't comment any now, but there was a request on Aerodrome. So we have a look at Aerodrome, but because Aerodrome is showing a lot of strength. Let me quickly find it. Aero. I'm gonna have to search, guys. Too many coins. There he is. Okay, now it's at $1.80. So yeah, again, I think what we're seeing here is another cup and handle. Okay, here's the cup handle forming. So I think dips off of buying on this little handle. Let me just whip out this tool over here. I do like this region. Okay, just give this a quick reverse. There we go. So a good region to be buying this, I think, will be the zone over here between the 50% level and this 50-day EMA. I think we'll get a strong bounce out of here. Yeah, I would mark this level off. I'm probably going to get some of this as well, add some more. $1.70 to $1.65 region. I think this is a good region. I think we'll get a strong bounce here for Aerodrome. So yeah, that's just the only one we're going to go over today. But guys, definitely wait for the news to come out and see how the market is going to react. There's no point jumping the gun. There's one more request on Pepe. I'll quickly do Pepe. This is the last one. So Pepe, not doing too bad. Obviously, we are above the March high over here. And, you know, we could come down to this level again and test this as support. But yeah, we are in an uptrend. So this will most likely be another higher low. But if you are looking to get into this, the 50-day EMA is good. And, you know, if you get a little liquidity grab over there, I think that'll be good as well. I think Pepe is a good beta play for Ethereum. Obviously, it is on the Ethereum blockchain. And you do expect this token to run with Ethereum. So, yeah, massive eyes on this chart, guys. Sol ETH. This is a huge chart. I think this is definitely worth watching. But, guys, trade safe. Good luck with the news. Remember the strategy. I will probably be looking at some longer swing trades, you know, that could be short, could be long. We'll have to see how the market reacts to the news. But guys, good luck out there, and we'll check you guys